Hello everyone, my name's Idiotic Synergy, and on today's episode of I Still Can't Believe They're Making This, or Selling It, Sergeant Harker. For some reason, they're still selling this model. He's not last chance to buy, he's not anything, you can still buy him. How old is he? How old is this sculpt, I should say? He's metal. He's an old 3-part metal unit. He's so fucking old. He's older than me by, I don't know when this model came out, but I'm nearly 22 and it's older than me, so it's just dust. I'm kidding because I know some older people might watch this. Don't worry. Just all of a sudden, hey, I might be 33, but I'm not fucking ancient, I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah, this is Sergeant Harker. Is there any interesting lore about Sergeant Harker here? Not really. Well, apart from the fact he killed a Tyrannid with his biceps, apparently, and the fact he got payback by ripping out the turret from a dead heavy weapons squad. Yeah, he just ripped out the bolt gun part of the turret and just started mowing down orcs. So yeah, that's Sergeant Harker, and if you think there's a 360 view, you'd be wrong. There's not a 360 view. Also, his machete is really cool. You can't use it in game. For some reason, he doesn't have a melee weapon. Even though you can quite clearly see a melee weapon on his back. On his old metallic back. This is a really old model. You can even tell because look at... The bolt gun is just a giant rectangle with some bits coming out of it. It's just an old slab of metal. And also his face. I look at like newer models and look at his face. There is no comparison. So it's so weird. Anyway, yeah, there's not a lot I can say about this model other than I kind of want one. Seriously, I kind of want one because I don't know if they're ever going to get rid of this model completely or they're going to update him. And I got a feeling if they get rid of this model completely, then Sergeant Harker will become a Legends model in game. So it means you can only bring him along as a Legends instead of an actual unit you can field. Which, yeah, is a bit weird. I kind of hope he gets an update, but saying that, I kind of want all the Guard to get an update. Like, do a giant, big Necron-style range refresh. Because if it is just going to be Cadians, Catachans, and Krieg that get an update, I'm going to be annoyed. Because the Guard have so many different regiments that it would be a crying shame if they only focused on one instead of all of them. But as I say that, I remember that the old Commander Dante model came out in 1996, I believe, or 1994, and it's still the same model they use to this very day, even though Commander Dante is a really important character now. Seriously, they need to update a whole bunch of models, but I do think the Guard need a giant range update. Because they just do. Because I think the Guard are so... They're not treated well by Games Workshop. Because with Space Marines, you don't have to worry because you can just paint Space Marines a different colour. With Guard, however, with how like different Guard regiments dress and different guns and stuff, they do need a giant range update. But I kind of want them to do it, but at the same time, I got a feeling they would only go all in for Cadian and maybe a little bit for Catachin, and then that's it. Which, I know it's speculation, but that would be a crying shame, unless you play Cadian or Catachin. And then maybe like a Captain for Krieg or something. I don't know. I really don't know, but I kind of hope they do a massive range update. Anyway, sorry for that little bit of a tangent there, but yeah, this model is old, and his rules are really weird too. Because his bolt gun, His really fuck off heavy bolt gun is an assault free weapon. Rules on screen now. But yeah, his fucking bolt gun's an assault free weapon, meaning you can sprint with this character. You can advance and then shoot this bolt gun. It's stupid. The only thing that I like about Sergeant Harker is one, he's an elite, not a HQ choice. And two, you get to re-roll ones for all Catchin units near him, which is pretty goddamn good. But other than that, his rules are a bit. I mean, he's strength 4, but only toughness 3, 3 wounds, and no invuln save. So yeah, it's a bit shit. I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit shit, but then again, I hope when Guard do get their codex, they update his rules, as well as Colonel Ironhand Strachan. Yeah, they need a... I'm now reminded... Yeah, they need to update a whole shit ton of rules. Colonel Ironhand Strachan needs to have his rules updated. Anyway, I've been Idiotic Synergy. Sorry for rambling at you, but this model is really old, and I'm genuinely surprised to still see it being sold for £12, which is good or bad depending on your view. I want this model, but the issue is working with metal is a pain in my ass, and I would rather remove my toenails with pliers than rubbing the bloody stumps with salt than work with metal again. Seriously, metal and Forge World resin, I just loathe. I loathe it. I absolutely loathe it. Metal's probably the worst one, and painting on metal, ugh. Anyway, I've been Idiotic Synergy. Sorry for rambling at you for too long. I'll see you next time, and remember, stay safe everyone, and take care.